Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next
getting
question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you.
Angel Reese was asked about this exact statement, and she decided to duck.
The nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer. You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted.
Angel Reese just humiliated herself in front of the entire world on live TV after denying her own bold claim that fans watch women's basketball because of her.
This clip is going to follow her.
She straight up lied and ducked like a coward. That's the level of pathetic we're witnessing from someone who once called herself a superstar.
So she doesn't want to take responsibility for her own words.
You ever seen someone set themselves on fire and then act surprised when it burns? Yeah, that's Angel Reese at her latest press conference. Miss I'm the Reason. People watch women's basketball sat in a room full of reporters. Got served a softball question literally about her own words, and she folded like a $5 lawn chair at a barbecue.
Long since I've seen this clip, I forgot how arrogant Angel Reese sounded. I forgot how full of herself Angel Reese sounded. I forgot not only how nasty she sounded, the nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer. You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted.
The question was simple. Do you still believe people watch women's basketball because of you too? Her response, 2 words. Next question. And no, it wasn't fierce or powerful. It was awkward. It was uncomfortable. It was the verbal equivalent of a blue screen error. That clip, by the way, is now the defining image of her WNBA identity. Not her game, not her stats, not her presence, just a viral clip of her ducking the one thing she couldn't run from, herself.
The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following Angel Reese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out.
Her body language stiff, her face like she just got caught lying on a job application. The silence in that room absolutely deafening. For someone who spent the better part of a year branding herself as the moment she sure disappeared the second someone asked her to back it up. And let's not forget the original quote she's running from. Last year, Angel stood on national TV with her whole chest and said, "People watch women's basketball because of me, too."
Look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
She said it with pride. She said it with attitude. She said it with the conviction of someone who truly believed her Instagram followers counted as WNBA ticket holders. But now that same quote came boomeranging back like karma in sneakers. And she had nothing. No numbers, no explanation. Just next question. If confidence had a sound, that was not it. What we got was the sound of a balloon deflating.
As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those 3 facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her.
See, this isn't just a funny moment. It's a full-blown unraveling. Angel went from media darling to media dodgeball player. And not even a good one. You can't ask for the spotlight, then duck when it shows up. That's not star behavior. That's middle school assembly energy. But fine, let's say maybe she was just having a bad day. Maybe she was tired. Maybe Mercury was in retrograde or whatever. You know what's not in retrograde, though? The cold hard attendance receipts.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about...
Let's talk numbers because unlike Angel's excuses, the numbers don't lie. Chicago Sky average home attendance in 2024, just 8,000 per game. Not bad if you're hosting a local jazz night at a community center. But for the WNBA's supposed breakout star, that's flat. That's barely a ripple. Meanwhile, Indiana Fever games featuring Caitlin Clark, go ahead and take a deep breath. 1,700 plus fans, every single game. That's called demand. That's called being a draw. That's what star power actually looks like.
Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire.
Now, let's look at Reese's big homecoming game at LSU. You'd think it'd be a celebration, right? A hero's return, fireworks, fans, confetti. Instead, only 6,000 people showed up in an arena that holds over 13,000. That's less than half full. That's not a homecoming. That's a polite shrug from the city that made her. If your college can't even fake excitement to see you again, you've got a branding problem.
You talked about sold-out arenas. What arenas are selling out that Caitlin Clark isn't playing in? I need to know. I need to know. What the Las Vegas Aces? No.
Want more proof? Let's pull up the preseason receipts. Chicago Sky preseason game against the Minnesota Lynx. Only 4,600 fans showed up. That's not even enough people to start a decent food fight. Then there was the game in Minnesota. Only 7,600 fans. And let's be honest, they weren't there for Angel. They were there for the Lynx. So if Reese was hoping to ride the wave of hometown love or national buzz, yeah, the wave never showed up.
There's people clowning the person that asked this. It was her statement going during the basketball season from last year, and the person's asking for her current feelings on said statement, her own statement. She pulled a next question.
The harsh reality is this. Angel isn't filling seats. She's not even stirring curiosity. She's not making people say, I got to be there. The data doesn't whisper it. It screams it. She's not the reason anyone's pulling up to these games. That whole people watch because of Me Too narrative has collapsed under the weight of empty rows and bored ushers.
What about viewership? Tell me everybody who's getting consistently over 1 million views on their basketball games not named Caitlin. Oh, okay. And then Angel Reese goes into, I'll be happy to play the villain role. I'll be happy to play the villain, but don't be mean to me.
And just when you think the receipts stop, we get to the jersey disaster. Because if people really believe in you, they buy your name. They put your brand on their backs. And what's the verdict? Caitlin Clark's jersey became the second highest selling basketball jersey in the entire sport. Yes, including the NBA. Only Steph Curry outsold her. Let that marinate. Steph freaking Curry, a 4-time NBA champion, MVP legend. And then Caitlin Clark.
And here we go again. 1.3 million people tuned in on Sunday afternoon to see Caitlin Clark return to Iowa as a professional and start raining in three-pointers from ridiculous distance.
And Angel Reese, let's just say you can walk into any sports store and find her jersey collecting dust in the clearance bin. Didn't even make the top 10. That's not impact. That's invisibility. When the list of most sold jerseys drops and you're nowhere near it, don't talk about being the reason people watch. You're not even the reason people shop.
Statements from last year, that's from a circus. That was a clown show statement to have made about watching for us and blah, blah, blah.
Let's go a step further. Caitlin Clark didn't just outsell everyone. She outsold LeBron James. Read that again. LeBron multiple championships, icon status, and still Caitlin's merch was moving faster. That's not hype. That's historic. That's marketing you can't fake. Meanwhile, Angel's sitting courtside waiting for her PR team to tweet something spicy. Oh, and speaking of demand, WNBA teams are literally moving their games to NBA arenas just to fit the people trying to see Caitlin Clark. Think about how insane that is. Preseason, not playoffs, not finals. Preseason games are getting upgraded because the Clark effect is that real. And Angel Reese, no one's moving a single folding chair for her. She could walk into an empty YMCA and no one's opening an extra row of bleachers.
Angel Reese voluntarily went on a quote, they're watching for me too, and I want y'all to realize that rant because she wanted that attention. She created the drama, asking her about her comment as we enter a new season is perfectly normal and not stirring things up.
That's the thing. Angel made a lot of noise.
She talked the talk.
She stirred up the drama, but she didn't deliver. And the people aren't buying it literally. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark didn't have to say a word. The fans did the talking. The numbers did the
shouting.
And the league bent the knee. So next time Angel wants to say she's the reason people are watching, she might want to bring a few facts to the table. Because from where I'm standing, she's not leading the revolution. She's just yelling from the sidelines while Caitlyn builds the kingdom.
Time Magazine Sports, because of me. Everything Caitlyn Clark has is because of me. Angel,